Once upon a time, in a little town nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, there lived a young boy. Now, this boy wasn't disliked by anyone, quite the opposite. In fact, he was known for his friendly nature and warm smile. But there was a problem, a significant one. People called him lazy, and rightfully so. You see, he was a chronic procrastinator. No matter how much his mom, his teachers, or his friends warned him about his habit of putting things off until the very last moment, he just wouldn't listen. He would always say, "Oh, there's plenty of time. I can do it later." And because of this attitude, he started falling behind in school. His homework was often incomplete, and he began to lag behind his friends and classmates. His teachers would sigh and shake their heads, muttering under their breath, "He has potential. But if he doesn't value his time, time will abandon him." The boy heard these words many times, but he was too caught up in his own little world to pay heed. He didn't think his laziness was a big deal. Thought he could always make up for it. But little did he know, life had a different plan. One day a famous monk visited the town. People from far and wide came to meet him, bringing their problems and seeking his advice. The boy, too, wanted to meet the monk, but not to ask for help. You see, he had a burning desire to succeed, but only on his terms. He didn't want to study hard or put in the work. He wanted a shortcut, a magic pill to success, and he thought the monk could give it to him. So when his turn came, he bowed down to the monk and said, "Oh, wise one, please help me. I am a failure. My friends excel in everything while I lag behind. Please tell me how I can become like them overnight." The monk looked at him for a moment, his eyes filled with understanding. Then he said, "My child, your suffering stems from one flaw. You do not respect time. You waste what you can never reclaim." The monk then leaned forward and said, "Let me tell you a story, one that will show you the price of wasting time." With that, he began, "Long ago, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a generous and kind-hearted king. One day, while walking through the marketplace, he saw an old man. The man looked haggard and was dressed in rags. The king recognized him. It was an old classmate of his who used to be full of energy and promise, but now he was reduced to a beggar. When the king asked his ministers about him, he learned that the man had become lazy and was now destitute. The man himself claimed that he was a victim of fate, saying the entire world was against him. Moved by his story, the king decided to help him. He went up to the man and said, "You will come with me." Confused, the man followed the king. And when they were alone, the king said, "From today onwards, you will live a life of luxury. I will give you everything you desire. I want to change your life." The man looked at the king in disbelief and said, "Is this for real? Are you sure?" The king nodded and said, "Yes, it's true. But you have to reach the palace before sunset today. When you get there, you can take as much gold and jewels as you can carry. They will all be yours." Overjoyed, the man thanked the king and ran home. He told his wife about the king's offer, and she urged him to leave right away. "Go now, my love," she said. "Take as much money as you can. We can start a new life." But the man waved her off and said, "I'm hungry. Let's eat something first." So they sat down to have lunch. But after a while, the man became sleepy. "Just a quick nap," he thought. "Then I'll go and collect my fortune." But he slept for 2 long hours. When he finally woke up, the sun was almost setting. He panicked and grabbed some sacks and ran towards the palace. But under a tree, he sat down to rest for a bit. Only a short break, he told himself. But once again, sleep pulled him under its spell. By the time he opened his eyes, the sun had set. He ran towards the palace, but the gates were closed. The king's men stopped him and said, "Sorry, the king's offer is no longer valid. You missed the deadline." The man begged them to reconsider, but to no avail. His fortune had slipped through his fingers, not because of fate or the king, but because of his own wasted hours. The monk fell silent. The boy's face had turned pale as he understood the gravity of his own actions. "The lazy man," he whispered. "It's me." The monk nodded. "Time is the one treasure you cannot regain. Waste it, and you waste your life. Cherish it, and you can achieve anything." From that day on, the boy made a complete turnaround. He stopped procrastinating. He finished his homework on time, and he even started helping others. Soon he found himself surpassing his peers. He didn't become the brightest student overnight, but he did achieve good grades and a good position. Years later, when he became a successful man, he never forgot the monk's words. If you respect time, time will lift you. If you squander it, time will abandon you. Learn from those who missed trains by seconds or failed by a year. Every minute counts. So friends, this is a story about the value of time. Our life is like a river that flows from the past through the present and into the future. We can't change the past, but we can focus on the present and shape our future. And every second is precious. It's a gift from time that we should cherish. If we squander it, we lose not just time, but also our lives. So let us all learn from the stories of the past and strive to value each moment of our lives. Let us not allow time to slip through our fingers, but instead use it wisely to achieve our goals and dreams. So friends, that was the story for today. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments section. Till next time, keep learning, keep growing, and above all, keep being awesome. Take care. Bye-bye.